Dan Heyman, senior editor at Vicarious Magazine, and I'm coming to you from Plano, Texas, and Toyota's North American headquarters. And with me today, I've got actually 3 vehicles to talk to you about in this video. They're all kind of variations on a theme, but it's all pretty cool. This, if it looks all familiar, you might be able to tell this is the all-new 2026 Toyota RAV4. This is the 6th generation of this vehicle. This is the core model, which is what we've always kind of known, comes in XSE trim, SE trim, and so on. They've got the new hammerhead front end on here with the kind of C-clamp headlights. There's some new wheel choices. It's a little kind of burlier looking than previous. I think it looks very, very cool. Available only as a hybrid or a plug-in hybrid. There is no more gas version of the RAV4 for sale in Canada or maybe even anywhere else. That's what's going on here. The plug-in hybrid version makes up to 320 horsepower and up to 80 kilometers as of their current kind of preliminary numbers of EV range. That's pretty good. And then you've got the hybrid version as well. That one there makes in around 218 horsepower, and plus you're gonna get all the fuel economy benefits that comes with having a hybrid powertrain. So this is cool. Even cooler though is what I'm looking at right there. This is the new Woodlands version, or Woodland version of the RAV4. It's a little more kind of burly, even burlier. You've got the dual front end here, like dual grille or split grille if you want to call it that. You've got the rigid fog lights in here. That's pretty neat, kind of robust looking, and awesome all-terrain tires, special all-terrain 18-inch wheels as well in the Woodland. And of course you've got the more heavily reinforced roof rails and crossbars up there that can support heavier weights, maybe a tent, I'm not sure. Beautiful red number. This is the new GR Sport version of the RAV4. Now, this is not a GR as we've known it in North America, not like a GR Corolla or Supra. This is a GR Sport. That is a trim we've seen in other markets for a while. It's kind of like a sport light version of a more traditional Toyota product. What that means for the RAV4 though is you get special 20-inch wheels, which I think look great, special rubber. You've got this blacked out front end with the GR badging in there as well. It comes available only as a plug-in hybrid, so only with the 320 horsepower, and they have tuned the suspension a little bit as well to give it a little more of a kind of performance-oriented feel. That is pretty cool. I think it looks great, especially in this red color. I think that's neat. I believe that might be a GR special color, not 100% sure, but I think it is, and I think it looks pretty cool. And it's cool to see that GR Sport branding come here. I wonder if we'll start seeing it on other vehicles going forward. Inside the new RAV4, lots of changes, lots of blockier kind of surfaces in here. I love these big buttons. You got your drive mode, EV mode through here. Big display that can be up to 12.3 inches big, starts at around 10.2 inches at base, I believe. All new digital gauge cluster, dual wireless charge pads. You could pair 2 Bluetooth devices to this as well. Your hill descent control system, cup holders. This gear lever is the same as previous. They haven't changed that. That's too bad, but whatever. And you've got, in this one, you've got the special kind of red band here on the steering wheel. This is the Woodland version. The Woodland version also gets these like orangey coppery inserts. This Softex leather material that's easily cleanable and quite durable. Nice storage bin through here. Plenty deep, can be opened from either side, but not from the back, which is too bad. And then you've got some storage underneath here with kind of like a tacky surface, which is neat. You can get optional 9-speaker JBL audio in here. Base models come with 6 speakers, so that's pretty cool. But they do all have the digital gauge cluster, and they have a digital infotainment display of some size, depending on which trim you get. Nice interior. Space-wise, it feels similar to the last one to me. There might be a little more room in here, but I don't think so, not that much. But the RAV4 has always been pretty good when it comes to room, so I guess they didn't have to mess with that too much. It's fine for me up here in the front seat. I think it's great, and a great view forward as well. Anyway, that was a quick look at 3 new versions of the 2026 6th Gen Toyota RAV4. For a more in-depth look at these, have a look at the website vicariousmag.com. There's all sorts of details, more photos of these there and stuff. We'll be driving these hopefully close to the end of the year. They go on sale early 2026, but I think we'll be driving them before that. So watch for that video and that story as well. So thanks again for tuning in. For Vicarious Magazine, I'm senior editor Dan Heyman.